In 1935, a single hotel suite in New Orleans held a secret that could have toppled the U.S. government. Inside a locked, heavy wooden box known simply as the Deduct Box lay over $1 million in cold, untraceable cash. It wasn't the take from a bank heist. It was the tax collected by one man, Huey P. To his followers, he was the Kingfish, a hero of the poor. To the FBI and President FDR, he was the most dangerous dictator on American soil. Today, we're opening the ledger on a shadow government built on kickbacks, kidnapping, and a box of cash that vanished into thin air the moment the bullets started flying. Huey Long didn't just run Louisiana, he owned it. But building thousands of miles of roads and bridges wasn't cheap. To fund his empire, Huey created the Deduct System. Every single state employee, from high-ranking officials to the men paving the roads, was forced to donate 5% to 10% of their paycheck back to Huey's political machine. If you didn't pay, you didn't work. Every 2 weeks, the cash was collected, bagged, and delivered to Huey's suite at the Roosevelt Hotel. There was no oversight, no receipts, no bank, just the box. This was the shield, a private war chest used to buy off opponents and fund a propaganda machine that reached every corner of the South. But money wasn't enough. Huey needed muscle. He created his own private bureau of criminal identification. This wasn't a standard police force. They answered only to the Kingfish. When the state legislature tried to impeach him, his detectives went to work. They didn't just lobby, they kidnapped. Political rivals were snatched off the street and held in protective custody, in secret locations in the swamps until the votes were over. Even the federal government was terrified. President Roosevelt famously called Long one of the 2 most dangerous men in America. FDR didn't send the army, he sent the IRS. They began a massive, multi-year investigation into the Deduct Box, trying to prove that the Kingfish was running a statewide extortion racket. September 8, 1935. The tension in the Louisiana state capitol was at a breaking point. As Huey walked through the marble halls, surrounded by his armed bodyguards, a man named Carl Weiss stepped out from behind a pillar. A single shot rang out. Then 60 more, as Huey's guards opened fire. As Huey lay dying in the hospital, his final words were reportedly, "Lord, don't let me die. I have so much to do." But while the doctors were fighting for his life, his inner circle was fighting for something else: the box. The moment Huey's heart stopped, the Deduct Box disappeared. Some say it was split among his lieutenants. Others believe it was burned to hide the evidence from the looming IRS investigators. The story of Huey Long isn't just a history lesson, it's a warning about institutional capture. Long used the shield of public works and populist rhetoric to hide a system of absolute financial control. He proved that if you control the deduct, the flow of money and the records of who paid it to can bypass the Constitution itself. When the man at the top is the only one with the key to the box, accountability dies with him. The Deduct Box remains one of the great unsolved mysteries of American political corruption. $1 million in 1935 would be worth over $22 million today. It's still out there, either in a basement in Baton Rouge or buried in a bayou. But the real legacy isn't the cash. It's the reminder that power without a paper trail isn't just corruption, it's a kingdom. It's his broken shield. We find the cracks in the system. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep the lights on.